Live in Western Oregon, this is NBC 16 News at 5:30.
First at 5:30, millions of dollars coming in to expand the port of Coos Bay, but there's still hundreds of millions needed. Good evening and thanks for joining us for NBC 16 News at 5. I'm Gold Meadows.
And I'm Alan Matthews. A federal boost for a shipping container terminal proposed on the South Coast becomes cause for celebration.
Local and federal officials gathered today on the North Spit in North Bend with high hopes for what they call an economy-shifting terminal. The Oregon International Port of Coos Bay inches closer to the finish line to develop the first ship-to-rail port on the West Coast after securing $25 million in federal funding. Now, it's the first official investment from the federal government on the project. The money from the Department of Transportation was announced on October 16th. U.S. Representative Val Hoyle and U.S. Senators Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley have backed the $2.3 billion Pacific Coast Intermodal Port Project for several years. The project would transform the North Spit in North Bend into a shipping container terminal, moving 1.2 million containers each year. Hoyle says though previously denied a federal mega grant, getting this planning grant makes it more probable for the port to be selected.
The reasons that the I-5 bridge won on that mega grant proposal is that they had all the planning and they had investments from a number of sources before they went for the grant. And we were just not as ready as they were. With the work of the state, the local community, the federal executive branch, we have put together a really good proposal.
The project would bring in about 8,000 jobs from Coos County up to Lane County.
For people from this community that were here, when the timber industry crashed, when you could graduate from high school and get a good job, what they've seen is those opportunities go away. These jobs will allow the South Coast to be an economic engine again.
The port would use the terminal to export agricultural products and import just about any commodity.
There's a lot of ships now that are going, instead of coming to the West Coast, they're going through the Panama Canal, which is a very expensive proposition. There's a lot of delays. Coos Bay is only a 7-day transit from the Pacific Rim, so you're getting stuff here much quicker. To get that same ship to the East Coast is 14 days.
North Point Development, the company that would develop the terminal, has already committed $1.3 billion in private funds, along with another $60 million from the state legislature, and plans to obtain a RIF loan for rail work.
We can go right from ship to rail, so it's quicker. The unique aspect that the Port of Coos Bay has that is a challenge on the West Coast is having access to land in a place where you can get it near transportation lines. Being so close to open ocean is a huge advantage.
Completing the project includes upgrades to the Coos Bay rail line, deepening and widening the Coos Bay navigation channel, and construction of the terminal. An intermodal port moves freight by 2 or more modes of transportation like trucks, trains, and ships. They're usually located inland with access to major roads, railways, and waterway routes.